G'day guys, and welcome back to the last update for Minecraft. Yes, you heard that correctly, this is the last update for Minecraft. Mojang is calling this one Snapshot 20W14 Infinite. And yeah, it adds a bunch of new blocks, a bunch of new little things, and some other new little things that we're going to get to here today. So, let's get right into it. So let's start off with the most obvious thing here. The blinking blocks. These are the cursor block also. All of this has been randomized in a different order. So even the search items, they're all in different orders. It's really weird. Anyway, so this is the Minecraft cursor block, and it's pretty much just a decoration block. It just switches between black and green textures of the stained clay, I believe. And these are the box of infinite books. So you place this one down, and it's a different color most of the time. There you go. And if you right click on it, it will give you a book. Now this book is called 136/97/2/1/65 by original. Inside is just a bunch of random letters. 16 pages of random letters, and every single time you click a different one of these, it'll give you a different book. But if you click the same one twice, it'll give you the same book. And they all have different letters, as you can see here. And that brings us to why we have a nether portal here. So if we just grab a flint and steel out of the inventory here, and we light this one up, so it's just a normal nether portal. You go through it, it takes you to the nether, just like normal. It's a cool nether, look at that. Well, we go through. But if you take one of these books and you throw it in there, it changes the color each time. So we'll just relight that so you can see the different colors. That time it's yellow. And if you jump through one of these, it doesn't take you to the nether. Oh my god. It takes you to the nether. This one is very laggy. So these are randomly generated, and there are 2,147,483,647 new dimensions that you can go to. I believe that is the 32-bit integer limit. And yeah, this one's got lots of withers, lots of boats, and bees. So there's plenty of these to look at, and if you manage to visit at least 1 billion of them, you will get an achievement. And we'll go back and I'll show you us getting that now. Alright, so we finally got out of that hellhole, so let's just close that portal off so we don't actually step back into it. And yeah, we'll start off with this advancement here. So this one is called the Almost There advancement. And if we just hit this, my command block didn't work, so I just typed it out in chat, and there we go. So now we've got the Almost There advancement. Visited over 1 billion dimensions, and if we go inside the advancements here, it should be in, there it is. So it's in advancements in the adventure tab. And yeah, visited over 1 billion dimensions. Now, obviously, no one's actually going to get that shortly. But yeah, so that's a new advancement in this snapshot. There's also a few new special blocks that you can't actually get through the creative menu. So there's the zone, which just spawns little particle effects. So there is actually a block there, and if you walk into it, it gives you blindness 2 and poison 4 for 3 seconds each. Next is the Nether portal, which is actually what happens when you throw a block in. So that one's just the different colored portals. And if I do actually step into this, it will be a new dimension. But yeah, that one is actually called the Nether portal, as you can see there. And then this last one here, called Ant. And it's just this weird textured block that has this weird sound to it. I'm not sure if that's a use sound or if that's a new sound. And we'll get into that in just a minute. There's also a couple new items. So we've got the swaggiest stairs ever, otherwise known as the netherite stairs, and that makes the netherite sound when you place it. Very nice. Hopefully they actually add that to the game. That would be pretty cool. And we've got the footprint. Now I don't think this actually does anything, but it is just a nice looking item. Well, it's a nice looking item. It kind of just looks like an inventory slot. And then there's a very fine item, and it's called Minecraft Fine Item, and it just says Home, Sweet Home. So, now onto the fun part of the video. I've got a book and quill here, Now, alongside getting the books out of this, you can also write your own. So if we type GMRAW, whoops, we'll do it in all lowercase, and we'll sign it all title the same thing. If we chuck this in, it'll give us a brown looking portal, and let's see where my name takes us. Alright, so it's a weird tinted world. What is this? This is coarse dirt, red coarse dirt. And what's this? Strip jungle log. And it's a weird nether spawn, and it's got these little shits. And prismarine stairs. Oh, okay. There's a ender dragon in here. And then these weird little obelisks of coloured glass. That's pretty cool. And yeah, so these are all randomly generated based off what the user inputs. There's a couple of interesting generations that you can get. I haven't found any of them yet, actually. But you can get really cool ones that, wow, that's really cool. Look at that. And yeah, so there's also a new command that takes you to some predetermined new dimensions. So we'll head over and do those now. Okay, so we are back, and in this barrel is a book and quill. So these are a couple ones that I found just on the patch note website. So we're going to go through a couple of these. So let's start off with warp ant. So to warp to these places, all you got to do is slash warp and then ant for the first one. And this will take you to the ant dimension. Takes a second to load up. And there's this little ant block and a sign that says patience, and this world is just infinitely generated of this white concrete. And this is just a random block that just goes around and changes the color of the white concrete into black concrete. And after about 10 minutes it does show a pattern. I'll just put a picture up onto the screen now of the pattern after around about 10 minutes. And yeah, so this is the first one of the warps. I think it's really cool. Warp missing, and wait for it to load up. And I haven't actually seen this one before. So we've got a quartz platform that's right next to the void. 2 iron golems that don't seem to have any AI, and a weird glowstone structure. And here we go. So here's the swaggiest stairs ever. Up into a beacon made of netherite, gold, and diamond. And there's 2 footprints in the chest. So this one's a bit creepy, isn't it? I'm not sure what this is supposed to signify. Oh, hidden sign. This is not a sign. I actually never seen that before. There you go. So let's just do that one. Warp zone. Whoop. That's going to take me to a random dimension. Zones. Here we go. Alright, this is just a dimension full of the zone block, I believe. I'm not sure if there's anything special here. But these are the zone block that I showed off earlier that gives you blindness. Yeah, so I just had a look, and this one's nothing too special. It's just a normal world full of zone blocks. So, on to the next one. Warp. Isolation. Oh, I was here earlier. Let me just clean that up. So it just spawns you on top of this house here, and it says Ingen Reklam Tak, which translates to no advertisement please in Swedish. And it has another sign, go away. And if we head inside, it's a nice little house. And it's got a villager. We've got Bob's dog, Bob's other dog, their cousin Jim. And Bob himself is upstairs here wearing this nice little uniform here. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. He doesn't trade anything. He's got Home Sweet Home, which is the very fine item that you saw earlier. And a jukebox and a nice little balcony here. Now, what else is downstairs? Let's have a look. And downstairs we've got infinite bookshelves, and 3 empty chests. Looks like there's actually something behind. Oh no, there's nothing behind, so I'm not sure if it's supposed to have something. Because apparently there is a hidden chest. Yeah, there it is. So, here's the hidden chest. We just go back to Game Mode Creative. Here we go. And inside here is a bunch of bones, rotten flesh, and Stabby McStab face. That's pretty funny. And another little note that I just saw here. If we attempt to use the bed that's on the 2nd floor, it blows up everything. Rip Bob. Anyway, on to the next one. So the next one we're going to have a look at is basic. So we'll just warp over there now. And this looks like a maze world. This one looks pretty cool. Let's just do a bit of a maze run, huh? Oh, very high contrast images here, and it seems to spawn slimes. So I don't think there's much else to look at here other than this, but it does look pretty cool. This one's called Warp Blacklight, and it's just a world with inverted lighting. Yeah, I can see that. So there's nothing too interesting here anyway. Oh, the text is weird. I didn't even realize. Warp Brand. Alright. Yeah, I see. It's got a bunch of creeper faces made out of a lot of decorative blocks, including glass panes for some reason. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Oh. Thought the game... Oh. Okay, I'm going to stop generating new chunks and we're just going to get out of this one because it seems to lag quite a bit. So this one is Warp Bridges, which just seems to be a bunch of the end city bridges that you can find normally in the end. It's just an infinite length of these, I believe. Here we go. Under construction, IOU 1 custom world. So I assume this one just infinitely generates stripes like a construction site. So that one's pretty cool. Also, RIP YouTube video compression. This one sounds interesting. It's called Warp Decay. And a dimension that appears similar to the overworld, except it gets more and more broken and destroyed the further away from spawn you go. Apparently the game may crash. Oh, yep, okay, I see this. I see how this is broken. So I'm not going to go too far, because if we do end up going too far, the game apparently might crash at too high Y or X values. So we'll just go along the ocean for a little bit here. This is getting increasingly more broken, I can see how that is. This could be fun to do like a survival series on. Oh god, look at this mountain. It's just falling apart, mate. Okay, what we might do is we might TP ourselves. We'll make ourselves 500 blocks further away than we are right now. We'll see how broken it gets. Fingers crossed the game doesn't crash. Hey, we teleported right on top of a village. Whoa, this is getting real broken real quick. Let's go another 500 blocks. Alright, we're back in the ocean, so nothing too interesting there. Okay, so this is practically just broken now. So it's really starting to fall away. We'll teleport to... We got a 10,000 on the axis. Let's see where this takes us. Oh, fingers crossed the game doesn't crash. Oh yeah, that's not good. Let's get out of here. Oh god, the block updates. Oh no, get us out of here. Alright, hopefully there's not too many blocks that can update here. No, okay. Yeah, so it starts to get pretty broken once you are 20,000 blocks out on the x-axis. So I can see why they say the game might crash. Now this one's a pretty cool Easter egg. So you go warp credits, it's real quick loading, and we've got the entire Minecraft credits. So we got Minecraft team, original creator, Marcus Person. And yeah, so it's completely written out of netherite blocks, and yeah, this one is pretty cool. So this is nothing, and it just seems to be a void world until you teleport to these coordinates. So you go 50, 2, 6, 4, 0, 99, and 1, 4, 8, 2, 4, 5, 8. And then there is a singular grass block that says, ha, I lied, this isn't nothing. And now it is. Rooms. This one sounds pretty interesting. So, apparently, there is just a bunch of chunk rooms that appear on top of the overworld. So you're just in giant rooms with these different doors in between each chunks. So, if you can fit through here. So it's just an infinite world, regular overworld. Oh, that was satisfying. Oh yeah. Wait, can we get 3 in a row? Yeah. And yeah, it's just in big brick boxes. On to the next one. Notes. This one's really loud, so I'll probably have to turn it down a bit in post. But we're falling here. And it's just a bunch of note block random sounds, and it's really loud. And yeah, this one is very loud, so we're going to move on to the next one. So this one is shapes. And yeah, it's just a bunch of random different shapes with random different blocks, including carpet apparently. Hey, we can update that. That's fun. And yes, this one looks pretty cool. We've got just rainbow colors and boxes, and yeah. So let's move on to the next one. This one's not too interesting. And I've only got 2 more interesting ones to look at, but there are a bunch more that I've missed. So I really recommend that you guys go out into the launcher and just download the newest snapshot. This one is real fun to have a look around in. Anyway, let's move on to this next one, which is Warp. And we'll go Spiral. So I've got about 3 to show you. And this one is just an infinitely generating mossy cobblestone spiral. So if we follow it out, it really is just a big spiral. This one's pretty cool. And it's just infinitely generating. Okay, so this is the second last one we're going to have a look at. It's called Warp Sponge. Now this one is just a big world full of this pattern in sponges. Now apparently this is called a manga sponge. I probably just messed that one up real bad. And yeah, so this one is pretty cool to have a look at, and I'm not really sure what a manga sponge is, but I assume it's this shape. Alright, let's move on to the last one we're going to look at today. This one is Terminal, and it's the use of that flashing green block. So we've got this world just here, which is just the classic DOS terminal of C, colon, slash, and then a blinking cursor waiting for an input. Actually, I just found out about 2 more funny ones we're going to have a look at first. So we go Warp and Content. Now this one's funny because it relates to YouTubers. And it is a Skyblock World with a couple of blocks in here. So a box of infinite books, melon slice, sugarcane, pumpkin, lava bucket, beacon, and a bucket of pufferfish. So you've got everything you need here to do a Skyblock series. And the last one that I want to show you is Warp Llama. So head over here, and it's just a blank world for the moment. Ah, yes, that is where they are. That's why I couldn't find them. So they're under like the 250 whatever layers of bedrock. And if we just head inside, there's also a secret chest behind that. I don't actually know. Alright, let's go into creative. So we've got a llama here, which you can ride. And a bit of carpet. Is there anything under the carpet? Doesn't look like it. And a sign that says relax, enjoy, and the 2 different new signs, and a painting. And it looks like there is a chest over here, so we're just going to break over to it. A book by developer. Nothing to solve. Anyway, so there's one more world type I want to show you. So if we just get out of here, that is just about everything there is in this snapshot. But there is one more thing. So we create a new world, and we go to the buffet world type if I can find it. We can choose this one, which is called the Biome for the player with no time for nonsense. And we'll just call it caves, just so you can see the effect better. And we load up this one. Sorry guys, this world is really laggy. But yeah, this is just the one that we saw before, but now it's got gold blocks and etc. spawning in place of the ores. Anyway, yeah, so that was the Snapshot Java Edition 20W14 Infinite. I really do urge you guys to check it out because there are billions of worlds that you can explore now in Minecraft, and I'm not sure how long this snapshot will stay on the launcher. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, and hit that bell and that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.